Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And the crypto prices are going insane today, guys. I already made a video about that earlier, but still, I stand by that opinion that things are really far out of the ordinary. Now, I just saw the prices going back down a little bit, and I want to give you guys a little bit of a talk about what I think is going on. But before we get into that, I want to give away 100 XRP, or I guess about $25 worth of crypto if you would rather have Bitcoin. All you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And the big question of today is, do you think Bitcoin will go above 16.5 today or 15.5 today, or do you think we'll fall back down? And with XRP, do you think we'll cross 25 cents? Yes or no? So I've been looking at the charts a little bit today, and there's a couple of things that are quite obvious. One, XRP has broken its trend. All right, we all kind of saw that they were right now switching over from this downtrend that they had before into an uptrend. I think it is pretty obvious to see here that, well, we might have passed this right now because we went past it. However, again, there are some debates about it. We could have actually put this line all the way down, I guess down here as well. But I kept this one because it was actually something we built on the daily or even weekly earlier. And I don't know how, but it was still in here. And as you can see, we've most likely crossed it. It's kind of a 50-50, but today is definitely going to decide exactly what's going to be happening here. And we earlier kind of predicted a couple of days ago that this might be another dip, and we might have kind of a movement like that would still have lower highs, or no, higher lows, but it kind of looked like that was not the case as we dipped down below, switching the trend over as it went from higher lows, yes, to I guess equal to even lower lows now, switching the trend over. But this last move here kind of looks like it's switched over back again, as it was a perfect fit again to our line here, as you guys all can see. These are two bigger zones, yes, but if you don't watch the purple and watch the kind of green in the background, you can see a line right here which we kind of touched but couldn't really breach. And thus, to me, it kind of shows that XRP could really not go down that much more. And this is really the lowest point that it wanted to hit. And if we then take a look at the bigger moves that are going on, we can kind of still see it as a move like lower low, higher low, and then this one as another higher low, kind of ignoring this one here. It just kind of depends though. It could also be another turnaround that we broke now again, or everything's just indecisive because, well, the markets are going crazy, but so is the news and so is the stock market. Everything is performing like crazy right now. And a little bit later, I'm going to be talking with you guys about some more, I guess, final happening stuff, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But guys, also check out the Growth Masters Academy. A link is in the description down below. But without further ado, look at Donald, all right? I think everybody in the community here was thinking he would win because, well, a couple of hours ago, everything kind of looked like that, or I would say yesterday. But right now, things like this are going around the Twitter like crazy, all right? He's very outspoken right now, getting hundreds of thousands of retweets and likes and stuff like that, and I think it is messing up people's minds. You know, his tweets are getting restricted. People does not want that, as it can kind of, you know, it's not necessarily misleading possibly, but it's very controversial, you know, and people might be a little bit afraid to, you know, to see that type of stuff, and they might get influenced by it, which they don't really want, and thus I'll also not show them in this video right here. But it is very confusing, all right? I saw one of these articles come out right now. Trump's abusing his position by trying to halt vote count, says top international election observer. Again, I can't quote on whether or not that is really what's happening, but what we do know, first of all, is that there's a lot of ads coming out right now about him. And I don't know if they're even positive or negative. I've watched a couple right now, but I've seen a ton of ads pop up from him literally today, which was rather interesting. But another point to kind of add to that is the fact that I've also seen a lot of articles pop up right now explaining that he's thinking it's not fair, and another couple of ones saying that there's a lot of benefit in Biden becoming the president for our cryptos. But look at this article here. Update: Bitcoin aims for $20,000 as Ethereum, Ripple's XRP, Chainlink, and Litecoin suddenly soar. So I personally think the article here has a little bit of a poor name, as it's kind of hard to pick a crypto that did not soar. So saying that only these couple of ones did it is kind of undergoing the fact. But still, if we take a look at the markets right now, it is so freaking strange what's happening, isn't it? It's so strange. It is so high up. It is so high. Bitcoin above 15,000. There was like no break. It just kept on surging. And really, to me, it's not a question of, where can we go, but what is causing this? And where can we go is, I guess, the second most important question. But more so, what's causing this big increase in price? What's making this happen? What is moving it? And that's something I'm really, really excited to see. So the last hour here, I guess, was kind of bearish, which is kind of contrarian to what we would have expected, as, it kind of looked like the move was going to go all the way to 15,000.6. However, if we take a little bit of a bigger look at things, if I have the thing open here, there we go. We've already gotten such a huge move all the way back here from November 4th. We've got like just a huge gain train. Let's see the percentage here. It is about 12 or 13% that we've made in the last 2 days. I can kind of not complain, right? Even though I am not cashing out right now because I think we might breach this zone even, and I even think we could go to all-time highs like this article and most analysts are saying right now. Yeah, I'm kind of in a predicament, I kind of am, because I still don't get exactly what is pushing everything. There are so many guys in my timeline right now that are extremely positive, and we're getting articles like this pop up everywhere that make positive statements about the economy. But to a certain degree, most people I talk to, they said if Biden wins, they'd be bearish. And there's a lot of stocks that they would go and sell because Trump would be the better guy for the taxes and stuff. Yet everything is blooming. Why is that? Why is it when there's so much uncertainty right now, everything's still doing well? Well, to me, it's quite interesting, because if we're watching XRP, I don't know. It's like they're underperforming. And again, I'll talk about their underperformance and why that's actually something good, something very, very good and very juicy a little bit later today, as I have a full video to dedicate onto that one. But it is so interesting how this is all moving along right now. All right, and even this setback that we're witnessing now, like $200 or so, is not even denting the weekly. Look at that. Look at that tip and look what it's building. It is completely insane, guys. I'm so mind-boggled what we're seeing today. However, let's also stay real and look at some advancements and developments, like what is really happening that is still good for these crypto. So one thing we got going on is the Digital Asset Perspective series, part 3, exploring the risk of digital asset yields. We got that coming up November 12th with Michael Saylor, the founder of MicroStrategy, and Brad Garlinghouse over there. I found that kind of interesting to a certain degree because them talking here is something that could get a lot of mainstream attention, even though MicroStrategy and those guys have explained that they're not the guys who are going to be bringing crypto mainstream or anything like that. They do get themselves quite exposed with it all, and also they might cause a lot of exposure for XRP by also showing that they might be involved with that. We don't really know. Maybe they will only talk about their own thing and they're just going to be there as their keynote speakers, but maybe they're going to be talking with each other, which could definitely be cool as well. Maybe we're going to get something out of it. Also, I don't know who exactly is hosting this event and who it is from. Wave Financial? But I don't know what the primary purpose is, as it's a multiple part series, but I guess I wasn't really too up to date with the rest of it all. But again, all the talks where Brad is in, I find interesting. So we're going to take a good look at that and keep it in the back of our heads. Another one here is something I have touched upon, but still some people don't get the severity of this one. Ripple. New XRP ledger upgrade is game changer, according to David Schwartz. Trust me when I say, guys, that David Schwartz knows his stuff. If he tells you something is going to be a game changer, you better believe it, all right? This guy was busy with all of this, years, if not decades, before I even know what a computer was, possibly. So I put my money on him for sure. Having said that, though, the technology is a good part, but another very, very big part of this all is just how it's all moving along in the bigger space, right? And one thing I must keep reminding you guys of is how XRP is a late bloomer, all right? Again, my video that's coming out later today will touch upon this, but XRP is a late bloomer. It is a longer term project, but also it blooms later than Bitcoin. Stay tuned. We'll talk more about that because it's really freaking insane. VeChain, I wanted to quickly touch upon that one as well because still, guys, this is one of my favorite coins and it is still doing amazing at this point as well. But think about this, all right? Ripple building the internet of value, I am crazy excited about that. But VeChain integrating and operating in the internet of things realm is also a very big thing, very big development, and also something very, very healthy. I just saw a couple of tweets come out that VeChain is also working with Gucci in the stores to help integrate it, but it could also be that some guys were saying that VeChain should work with them to counterfeit, which is an interesting sentence to make. But look at this one right here. VeChain adopted by US health firm to tackle supplements counterfeiting. You guys get how big that stuff is? You know how many people, can overdose or just mess themselves up with this counterfeit stuff that's going on right there? Get it, all right? The stuff that VeChain is building is just really, really good for our world. And predictions like this, I don't really care upon, but if you're asking me what do I predict for these crypto, for this crypto, I think we have a very, very good future in our hands. By the way, I just see this article pop up here. Facebook, Twitter tested by Trump's false victory claims. So, maybe that is to the fact that he had claimed that he would win a long time ago, and he claimed that he had kind of won on Twitter a little bit, but it's not true. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's something of the sort. I don't really know. Still, at this point, I don't even get how this is all possible and how this is either the worst kind of strangest election I've ever seen, or I've never been this much a part of it. Because really, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you might know that it's not as important to think or talk about the U.S. election in comparison to if you were a citizen. But maybe it's because I'm older and now I care. Maybe it is because I now am really involved with crypto, and I mean things are moving crazy. I don't really know, but what I do know though is that for me, it's a shizzle show, all right? I don't want to say those words, but it's a complete crazy and madness. And I don't know if this happens every 4 years, but if it does, well, I wish you the best of luck. All right, crypto is looking to switch over here. I'm looking at Bitcoin. We're seeing some heavy candles pop up here. Let's see. It's just about 8 minutes into the newer candle, as you can just see. Oh, yeah. It might be very, very crazy. We might go all the way back down to this now newly turned support. It may happen, 13.8. We're hoping it won't because we're thinking that it's going to be breaching this, but who knows, guys? Let's watch this very, very closely, all right? We touched above 15,000. We even went to about 15.3. Maybe that's the highest because right now it touched upon 14.7 as well. Very big range, very short time frame though. Let's even look a little bit closer at just 15 minutes. We shouldn't really be doing that, but I want to quickly take a little bit of a look. This is what it is looking like on the 15-minute chart. It kind of looked like it topped here at 15.3. And now it's switching back over, but it could also be a small retracement because the gains are pretty heavy right here. Maybe it can be sustained. Could also be some macroeconomical situation that's pushing this. I can't really tell. All I know is we'll see, and stay tuned because this is about to be very, very crazy. There are no tops here though. All this is free territory, which is why it's so crazy. All right. Ever since we hit this point at about 3 p.m. the 4th of November, this is all free territory. So there's a good chance we'll stay above this, but I guess we'll see and we'll have to figure it out. Guys, I'm still very, very much bullish on XRP and Bitcoin and Chainlink and VeChain and all of them. But I can't really comment what's going to be happening right now as it's also something completely new for me. All right, what do you guys think about that though? And also, what do you think about the Growth Masters Academy? All right, I've been posting a couple of cool guides on here, but I'm also thinking about letting go out a course to teach a couple of people that are really dedicated to change their lives and to really how to do that and just giving my own secrets, So I don't think it's a secret anymore to tell you that I earn a lot with this. And I'm trying to teach you guys the ins and outs to help you start earning. But if I give away my secrets to everybody, I don't know how good that would work. I'm just thinking I'll give you guys all you need to earn yourself a couple $100. But if you really want to make this your main job and really go heavy into this, I might have to, give it only to secluded? What the frick's the word for it? Just a couple of people though. I'm thinking about that. But yeah, you got to let me know some feedback in the comment section, and also make sure you press the like button on these videos because every time I hit 50 likes, I'll be posting another guide on here, which I think could be pretty damn cool. So check it out, guys. And that was it for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.